O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Stacey Lynn. This just in, 2 men have now been charged with murder in connection with the shootings at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade. Jackson County Prosecutor Gene Peters Baker.
Defendant Mays was in a verbal argument with another individual, and the evidence does not reflect that there was any prior history between these individuals. Now, that argument very quickly escalated to Mays drawing his firearm.
The new charges come after 2 juveniles were detained after the shooting last week, where 1 person was killed, 22 others injured. The U.S. has once again vetoed a UN Security Council resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield.
The resolution before the Council would not achieve the goals of sustainable peace and may in fact run counter to it.
CBS's Holly Williams with what's in the rival draft the U.S. is proposing.
Temporary ceasefire, the release of all the remaining hostages, as well as the lifting of all restrictions on humanitarian aid going into the Gaza Strip.
Now to the race to the White House, with the South Carolina primary just days away.
Giving what she called a state of the race speech today in Greenville, South Carolina, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley remained defiant.
Some of you, perhaps a few of you in the media, came here today to see if I'm dropping out of the race. Well, I'm not.
She trails Donald Trump by more than 30 points in her home state. The GOP primary is Saturday. Steve Kathan, CBS News, Charleston, South Carolina.
A popular YouTube mom was sentenced today to up to 60 years in prison for child abuse.
Rudy Frankie and mental health counselor Jody Hildebrand admitted trying to convince Frankie's 2 youngest children that they were evil, possessed, and needed to be punished to repent. Her 12-year-old son escaped from Hildebrand's house. 2 other children were found hundreds of miles away. Frankie admits kicking her son while wearing boots, holding his head underwater, closing off his mouth and nose with her hands. Peter King, CBS News.
A top story out west is the dangerous weather, with massive storms in Southern California putting millions under flood watches for a second day. Kara Finstrom is with CBS Los Angeles.
They're urging folks not to go to the coastline here in Ventura County, not even to go along those jetties that go out or along the rocks, because they're expecting waves of up to 16 feet.
On Wall Street this afternoon, the Dow's down 64 points. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cab News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 63 degrees in Dublin, California.